Welcome back to Bomberman, everyone! We are in the garden of terrifying, munching flowers, and, right, again, still don't really know why we're here, but we are. And we have these, like, pirate greens, I guess? I don't really know. I don't know. I said it before, most of the monsters in this game are just kind of whatever. You're just like, it's a that. It kind of, you know what it reminds me of? If you've ever played the game Ys, which is the RPG spelled Y-S, apparently Ys is, oh gosh, Ys is the way that you're supposed to pronounce that. That's how they say it in the game. I used to say Ys, but it's apparently supposed to be Ys. Anyway, in that game, at least in the TurboGrafx, the TurboGrafx CD versions of it, they refer to all of the monsters as goons, G-O-O-N. I love that. There's something so fun about just referring to all of the monsters as goons. They're goons. That's sort of what this reminds me of, because they're, like, I would say there's like a Sentai show vibe to the way the monsters are designed in Ys, where they're just sort of like, you know, just things. They're just sort of like things. They have no rhyme or reason. They're just things. That's kind of how this game is too. It's like, it's a that. Oh, now I used to call that guy. I don't know why. I guess I didn't like Sanrio when I was a kid. There's a Sanrio character named Geropi. He's a frog. And for whatever reason, I guess I just really didn't like Geropi, so I called these guys Karapi. So they are Karapi. Now you know. These are the kind of immature jokes I made, like sending enemies down the toilet, and whatever. Oh, I'm alive. Wait, what? Oh, that's what the heart does. That's right. The heart lets you take an extra hit. I completely forgot about it. I thought it was just like a point thing. So in the last episode, I got a heart item, which I didn't. I thought, again, I just thought it was points, but apparently no. It allows you to take an extra hit, which is great because otherwise I would have been dead there. Punch, punch, punch. I also said in the last episode that I would talk about Yoshi's story, so I'll talk about that now. Yoshi's story is... I won't say it's an unfortunate game, because I wouldn't say that's the case. But it is a game that had really big shoes to fill. Namely, Yoshi's Island, which is an incredible game. Yoshi's Island for the Super Nintendo was a phenomenon. Fantastic game. Yoshi's Story is like a whatever sort of game. It had this strange focus, like if you never played it before, it has a strange focus on fruit. And so the idea is that in each level, there's, I think, 6 worlds. And each world has 4 potential levels in it. By default, you always have access to the first level. And then in order to get access to the other levels, you have to find giant hearts in the previous world. So, like, if you want to get access to stage 2-2, for example, you have to, in stage 1, find a giant heart. And then you will get access to stage 2-2. Now, you don't... Oh, that's a golden Sparky. I don't want that. They're dangerous. It's a very easy way to get yourself killed with the golden Sparky. Yeah, there's no real point to going to other levels except for the novelty of going to other levels. Like, you only ever have to defeat 1 stage per world. And so going to the other stages is just kind of for fun, really. And within each stage, your objective is not necessarily to get to the end. It's actually to get, I think, it's like 20? I think it's 20 pieces of fruit. So scattered throughout the stages are fruit. Just, you know, grapes, apples, melons, whatever. And you eat them, and they give you health back, and they fill your fruit gauge. And once you finish your fruit gauge, you've beaten the level. It's really strange, frankly. It's a weird sort of concept for game progression. And the rationale behind it, or the story rationale behind it, is that all like the Yoshis that you play as are actually like little young Yoshis, because all of the adult Yoshis on the island have been stricken down with dolor. They're all like very depressed and bored and like melancholy, and it's because of some sort of spell. And the only Yoshis that were unaffected were the children, and so the children are going to show the adults how to find happiness by eating fruit, because fruit makes them happy. This is the story. You are trying to show how to be happy by eating fruit, because that will make you joyous. And it's just weird. It's also did I say this already? It's the origin of the like Yoshi saying his name like a Pokemon instead of like going. And I know that is not like a natural sounding noise, but I'm not super happy with Yoshi either. I think it's and like all that. I can do without that. It's not fun for me. Not a big fan of the new Yoshi. I also don't like the way he stands now. Like, he used to look kind of like a dinosaur with like a saddle on, and now he just looks like a weird frogman, and I don't like that. So, I have grievances. I have petty grievances. Listen to them. Listen to my petty grievances about Yoshi. I always love these like scary face beetle trucks. What would you call that thing? It's got like scary glowing eyes and like rockets and like mandibles. It's a scary face beetle truck. I like the scary face beetle truck. They will also like lunge at they lunge at you. Like they'll actually chase you a little bit, so they can be very dangerous. The scary face beetle truck. Oh my goodness. We got the scary face beetle truck, and we got like Hard Hat Harry over here, and it's just a good time. It's just a good time in the old factory, I guess is where we are. The factory. Who can say? Who can say what? Oh, I'm gonna make something come out of the toilet. Now I made a Hard Hat Harry appear out of the toilet. Curses! What were you doing in the toilet, Harry? Extra lives are good. Take that. I actually do wonder if there are official names for all the monsters. I mean, probably, right? It feels like if I was making a game, even if I didn't make it available to the player, I would still have, like, internal names for everything. So I have to assume all these monsters have names. All these goons have names. What they are, though? I don't know. And so Hard Hat Harry will now explode. Yay! Let's see what's in here. Whatever. Anyway, yeah, so those are my petty grievances about Yoshi's story. I'll play it someday. Oh, the chameleons! Are the chameleons the ones? Yeah, they briefly turn into the black or white bomber to confuse you. But it's not super confusing because they move slower than you do, so, you know. Not super good. It's confusing if you're playing with a friend, because it's very easy. Like, if you're in a situation where, you know, there's like a doppelganger, it's usually pretty easy to figure out which one you are, because you are you know? But it's harder to figure out who your buddy is. So these guys can be a bit of an issue if you're playing with someone else. If you're playing by yourself, not too bad. Still a cool idea, though. I also really like how shiny Bomberman is in this game. Like, his helmet is very shiny. It's nice. It's a good shiny helmet. Yeah. It's important to have a good shiny helmet. An explosion, El Chameleon. There you go. My shiny helmet. You can't really see it so well with the white bomber, because, you know, his head is white. But with, like, the other ones, that, like, look at the black bomber down in the lower, well, now he's gone. But the black bomber in the lower, let's see if we turn to the black bomber. Yeah, you see how he's got that little, like, white shine? It looks good, right? I think it looks really good. It's very shiny. Very fashionable. That was actually one of my favorite things about Super Bomberman 2, is, in the battle mode of Super Bomberman 2, they actually let you choose your color. And, it was sort of a funny thing. Like, I mostly played especially Super Bomberman 2, I mostly played that with friends. So I saw more battle mode for Bomberman 2 than, oh, these guys, I forgot to mention it. These are, I call them combustible bombs, which is a terrible name. But basically they're bombs that will pass through destructible terrain, so it's even easier to accidentally kill yourself, so that's cool. They're also red, which is nice. But yeah, the first time I saw the ability to, like, change your color, I didn't know what had happened. I just knew that for some reason now I was purple. Because the first, like, color option you get is purple. And on the cover of Super Bomberman 2, they show a purple Bomberman. And so I was like, oh, this is, I'm the guy from the cover. I'm the special purple Bomberman. Neato. And then my friend turned purple too. I was like, oh, never mind. It's just a color mod. Okay, now I got it. But they had all kinds of cool colors, and your explosions during battle mode in Bomberman 2 were color coded to your character colors. So, like, you could have all these, like, pretty bomb colors. It was like, ooh, look at the lovely palettes. I have my glorious purple bombs. All right, who do we find this time? Oh, this man. Hello. He's got a device. He's got eyebrows. He's got eyebrows of fury. If I remember correctly, this guy's very hard to, like, time. Bam. He also spits out these little bombs, which are not convenient. Oh, ooh. Almost got myself deaded right there. Fortunately, it did not happen. Alright, these missiles are going to kill me if I'm not careful. For all that they're just kind of like, just hanging out over there. Normally they're a bit more aggressive than they're being. It's like, yeah? Missiles? He's like, my smart bombs will defeat you. They're not very smart, though, apparently. They're just kind of hanging out by the walls, really. Yeah? I'm gonna blow you up now, dude. He's like, no, my smart bombs will defeat you. I remember when I was younger, and I first heard the term smart bomb, I thought it was such a cool, like, term. I think the idea is that it's like a remotely detonated bomb, or like a heat seeker or something. I'm not really actually sure what a smart bomb referred to. But I remember thinking it was cool. There we go, I won. His little smart bombs didn't do a thing. Alright, sir, you've now exploded. Yeah? Oh, he's dead. Sir? Oh. Oh, my friends. Yay, we defeated Dr. Wily, I guess. Okay. I win. I didn't, though. Oh, we're gonna have another episode. So, hope you'll come back and join me for that. I saved the day, and now we're in a pyramid, I think. So that's cool. See y'all then.